Have you ever wondered, what do I know and not know about sex? You don't have to answer, but I have another question to add to the first one. Where did most of you learn about all that you know about sex? Some of you may say your parents, guardians, or maybe friends or school. If it was school, what were you taught? I talked to many NCU students and they said what I thought they would say, which was abstinence. That's not bad, but comprehensive sex education is better. Why, you may ask? Comprehensive sex education reduces sexual risks, promotes higher education on teachers, and educates students to have their own convictions. Comprehensive sex education teaches about abstinence, but also about safe sex. After teaching to students comprehensive sex education in middle school and high school, the statistics have shown that it has decreased when students have had sex and the number of sexually transmitted diseases. That's a major improvement, to say so myself. Now, I don't know about you, but schools would be a lot harder if we didn't have teachers. That's the reason why I want to even become a teacher, is because of the teachers that I had. Because comprehensive sex education is still pretty new learning methods, when schools start to incorporate comprehensive sex education, this will promote higher education onto teachers. Teachers are required to stay up to date with education, since education is always evolving. Comprehensive sex education will promote higher education onto teachers, which also means better education onto students. Lastly, this is my favorite reason. With comprehensive sex education, students are able to build their own conviction. This method of sex education makes a point to teach students about decision making. Since they are being taught both methods of abstinence and safe sex equally, they get to decide what they want to do. If they do decide sex, then they know how to safely and do it. If they decide abstinence, they know how to say no and protect themselves, if that is the decision they make. Sex is a decision. Sex is their decision, no one else's. Comprehensive sex education may not seem very relevant to you at all, since you're no longer in middle school or high school, but this does affect your younger siblings and your future children. What do you want your children to be educated in? How do you want them to learn about sex? What do you want your children to know and not know? Where do you want them to learn it? And who do you want them to learn it from? Comprehensive sex education is the best way to go.